999 Season 2 is here and it is off to a rocky start. The way teams are determined is by drafting players in a snake draft format, but Agency left the signups open. This means that 3 teams in particular, the Kanoko Magic, Frostville Frauds, and the Rally Ranch Rockets, were accused of cheating by having their friends sign up late so they could draft them, while no one else did. Oh yeah, the Rockets are a new team in 999 Season 2, alongside the Lost City Lakers and the Chesma Celtics? I'm pretty sure it's Celtics, not Celtics. Like, it's called Celtic Mythology, I've heard. Yeah, that's Celtics. Each team consists of 1 captain, 1 co-captain, and 8 players, and we got about halfway done before we did a redraft, which I'm personally okay with. I think a redraft makes the most sense. However, that was at first. I wasn't okay with it after. You see, initially I had managed to draft Sequoia Bolts despite being 9th pick, and I think Sequoia Bolts is the 2nd best remaining player who isn't a captain or co-captain behind Ruan the Builder. And in the redraft, the Galvanite Cavs took him right before me. They had taken Cool Bros at first, but I assumed he didn't want them. But even knowing that Cool Bros probably doesn't want to meet with me, there was no other realistic choice than drafting Cool Bros. No one else was going to be worthwhile. For a while, things looked okay. Me and my co-captain Radar chose to draft Epically Epic Gamer, who lives up to his name, and while I was asleep, Kaizo and TFK were drafted. I'm not sure how Kaizo feels about being on my team again, but I'm guessing him going around asking people to trade for him doesn't signify much joy. Woohoo. We picked up Requiem next, but this was only temporary, as AR, the co-captain of the Lotus and Pelicans, wanted Requiem. So in exchange, I got Tez the Cool Cube, who I actually drafted in the pre-redraft too. That sounds confusing. Next things got a bit extra rocky. I was going to draft Nasty Jaskal, a former Class of Champion, and I DM'd Raz to make sure he didn't draft him. To my chagrin, that's all he wanted. So I made a joke threat saying he wasn't getting Cool Bros if he dropped the Nasty Jaskal, and he actually took it to heart, which is funny. Now, what do I mean by he's not getting Cool Bros? Well, Cool Bros only, and I mean only wants to play on Raz's team, the Rally Ranch Rockets. Either I accept a worse player from the Rockets than Cool Bros, or I only take Lyrical. And guess what? Lyrical is also stubborn about the team they want to play and only wanted to play on Setdown's team, the Kanoko Magic. So this is a lose-lose for me. I don't gain if I accept the trade. He was one of the players who was signing up late to join his friends, and by golly, they just won't accept that this is a draft, so you will be picked up by other people. Why not just play for other people? It can't always be your friends. This drove me beyond insane. Like, I was absolutely miserable. If I accepted the trade, Lyrical was unhappy, and we might as well have a dead member. Because no shotty's being happy with us and playing good. If we decline the trade, the Rockets and Cool Bros are unhappy. Septal isn't willing to trade for Lyrical unless it's for a much worse player. And if I do accept a much worse player, my entire team would be angry too. There is no way in this situation to please everyone. There's no solution. And I made my own team upset anyways because I drafted Lumi Boy, since eventually Raz did take Nasty Jaskal, and Kaizo went absolutely berserk, asking me why didn't I draft Dab Buster? I have many reasons to take Lumi Boy over Dab, reputation being one of them, but also to redeem last season mostly. And my god, I was yelled to death at it for it. This one made me more so just raw angry than frustrated because I'm the captain, let me do my fucking thing. Finally, while I was asleep, we picked up Jill the Student and Powder Boat, and we finally have a team. Throughout this league, I was genuinely DMing 10 people at once sometimes. I was in Japan and I had to do this Mod 999 responsibly amidst a mod of 20 Value Village people. Thanks, Stellic, fuck you. And I had 2 Pokemon draft leagues, and everyone made it as hard as possible for me to succeed. But I do finally have a team that I can be proud of, so even though the world tried to stop me, I did not stop. We will be taking on our old friend Sequoia Bolts next week. I wish him and his team good luck.